Hello and happy Thursday, day 4 of the 5-day Facebook group challenge. My name is Lakeisha Sarva and I will be your host for this challenge. If you are just coming in on day 4, you are in for a real treat. We have been discussing a lot about how to grow, gain a more engagement, and monetize your Facebook group. When we first started on Monday, I spoke about why you want to consider using a Facebook group as a strategy, marketing strategy for your business. I also went into, what did we talk about? Oh, getting people in your group, I think was the second one, growing your group. We also talked about engagement on yesterday. Today is all about monetization. So today we talk about the money, right? Who is ready to hear about money? Can you say I love money in the chat? I love money. Do you love money? I love money. But there was a time when I didn't want to say that. There was a time when I felt shame around loving money. There was a time that I felt kind of dirty about my love for money. Okay. Because as when we grow up, we're taught to think of money as kind of like not really like a dirty thing, but we're not really taught, we're taught money is the root of all evil. We're taught all of these things when in fact I love money. Like I can freely say that now. I love money and I love the freedom that money provides for me, right? But not everybody feels that way because there's still some stigma around money. Money is still tied to like a dirty thing or a dirty thought. For you to like really love money and say that you love money and you like making money, it gets to the point where some people may kind of look at you a little funny if you say that, right? But if you are with me and you love money, I want you to go ahead and put it in the chat. And even if you don't say it to yourself often, and if it feels a little dirty to you, I want you to say it anyway. I love money. Because this is the thing. The more you appreciate and love money, the more money is going to come to you. Okay. When I'm talking about money, I'm not talking about the dollar bill or the credit card that we swipe. I'm talking about the frequency of money. Who here knows and understands money is energy? Everything is energy. You are energy. I am energy. Everything in the universe is energy. Okay. And so in order for you to tap into the energy of money, and I'm talking about real money, in order for you to tap into real money, you have to be on the same frequency. You have to be vibing that same energy of money, okay? And another thing, you can't be scared of money. You can't be scared to make money, okay? You can't be scared to ask for money. Type in the chat, give me the money right now. Let's go ahead and let's get this energy. Let's get this energy going. Feel excited about money. I'm excited to share this information that I have with you about how you can monetize your Facebook group today. Give me the money. Come on, let's type that in the chat right now. Give me the money, because this is the thing. If you're not willing to ask and make your offer, how is anybody going to know that you're selling anything? How is anybody going to know that you're selling anything? Huh, Kanisha? How is anybody going to know? Right? Good morning. Hey, Angela. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Charlita. Hey, Tara. Good morning or afternoon, Arlene. Hi, Chantel. Hi, Iona. How is anybody going to know? Right? How is anybody going to know what you're selling if you're keeping it to yourself? Those days are long gone, okay? Feeling ashamed about money and feeling shame about asking for money. We leaving that in behind, right? We are just about at the end of 2020. There is still time for you to make some money in your business. As we gear up for 2021, you need to be more comfortable asking for the sale, okay? Because there's one thing that I know for sure is when you don't open your mouth, you don't get fed. Like my grandmother used to say, a closed mouth don't get fed. You have to present and you have to create your offers and you have to present the offer. That's right. Give me the money. That's right. And you can't be ashamed about that. Okay. Anybody that feels uncomfortable talking about money, you probably want to jump up off this live. Jump up off this live because we get ready to talk about some money. I'm excited to share this thing about money with you guys because it's not something that I always knew. Okay. Before I jump into this, let me just introduce myself. Good morning, Terry. Thank you for being here with me today. My name is Lakeisha Sarba. I'm an online marketing strategist. I help women entrepreneurs to attract their dream clients. I teach them how to do this by using lead magnets, free lead magnets and paid lead magnets. I also teach them how to host 5-day, 5-figure challenges. Yes, friends, I'm going to talk a little bit about that today. My challenges that I host, right? And I typically do them every month. Those challenges bring me in 5 figures, okay? No less than, okay? So yes, I'm bringing in $10,000 from a challenge that I do for 5 days. How many of you want to do that? How many of you would like to experience that? That's what I teach my clients. I teach them how to attract the people who need and want what they have to offer. And I teach them how to create digital products that they can actually sell and make money now. Who wants to make money now? Can we get somebody in the chat saying that you want to make money now? Because the thing is, you don't have to wait for months and months and months. Okay. I remember when I first transitioned from a VA to doing what I'm doing now about 5 years ago, I thought that I had to like love on people for a while. I'm thinking, okay, so I'm gonna have to do this for at least, 6 months or so before I can start making some money in my business. Listen, if you have that same mindset, you need to get rid of that mindset, because you can start making money now. You don't have to wait to make money in your business. You don't have to wait, because the thing is, people need what you have to offer today. They need it right now. The only thing is that whenever you're trying to monetize something and you're trying to position what it is that you're selling, you have to do it the correct way. And I'm here to show you how to do that. So who's with me? Who wants to learn how to do this? All right. If you are watching me over on YouTube, what's up, my YouTube family? Thank you so much. Please go ahead and make sure that you comment. I can see you here in the chat. For those of you that are watching me over on my personal Facebook page or my business page, please feel free to love on this video. When I say love on it, think about this. How many other people need to learn how to do this? How many other people have Facebook groups that they are just sitting on and they're not monetizing, right? So think about that. Go ahead and love on my video if you know what I'm saying, so that we can get some other people in here, because what I'm about to share with you today is going to change the way that you think about your Facebook group, okay? So let's go ahead and let's jump in and get this party started. All right. So where I want to start at, of course, I told you that money is energy. Okay. If you don't really know me and you just coming in and you're learning about me, I am what you would call one of those woo-woo people, right? We hear about those people. But I'm also very spiritually based, but I also know God, right? So my foundation lands is all there, right? But there is no law. There is nobody telling me that I cannot also praise God, but I cannot also, deal and dabble within the metaphysical realm and believe in energy and the universe and all those other things, right? I create this thing for myself. Like, this is what my belief system is, okay? But I also believe that within that system is that money is energy. You understand? And I know that I may have some Christian women and people watching me today. And what I want you to understand is this, right? When we pray to God, we are praying and we are asking God, please, can you help me with my business? Please, can you send some clients my way? Please, can you make sure that I pay my bills this month? Please, can you keep my lights on? Can you do all these things, right? We are praying to God, right? And that prayer is great. We want to continue to pray. I pray all day, right? Prayer without cease. But you have to take action, my friend, right? Just praying alone is not going to get you there. You got to pray, because what happens is when you pray, if you pray to God, Allah, Buddha, whatever it is that you're doing, right? You meditate, if you combine or convene with the universe, whatever that looks like to you, is you've put the signals out, right? Prayer for me is a form of energy. I'm connecting, right? When you put that energy out there and you put out that SOS call, you then got to do the work, my friend. You just can't sit back and just think that stuff is going to fall from the sky, because the last time I prayed, right, for that type of prayer, it didn't just fall in my lap, right? But what I did was I made that connection, because who here knows that the universe, God, Allah, Buddha, they know what we need before we even ask, right? But what I'm trying to tell you here is that in connection or in combination with your prayer or your spiritual life or your meditation or manifestation or whatever it is that you're doing, you got to do the work. Can we all agree on that? You got to put some work in, okay? So again, money is energy. Okay. So when you're praying or whatever it is that you're doing, you are creating that energy, you're creating that connection, right? Another way that money is energy as well. And I just taught a little bit of this with my savvy sisters. Is my savvy sisters here? Inside of my Savvy Simple Marketing Society group today, this morning, we had a class on soulful selling, right? And I taught those ladies what they need to do to sell more products or to sell more services. And we talked all about soulful selling, okay? And inside of what we spoke about this morning is I walked them through what they need to be a more soulful seller. In order for you to really get people to buy your stuff, you got to be on the right frequency. You cannot have that mindset or that scarcity mindset, or you cannot be afraid to make your offers or whatever. And if you feel crappy about whatever it is that you're selling, ain't nobody gonna buy it. So don't sell it. If you created something and you don't feel good about it, then you don't need to sell it. Shelf it until you feel better about that thing. Okay. All right. So here are some different things that you want to think about. In order to become a soulful seller, you got to know your audience, know the people that you're selling to. Okay. So in order for you to be able to monetize anything, you got to know the people that you're selling to, because if you don't know them, you don't know what they need. You don't know what the pain is that they're experiencing. How are you going to sell anything if you don't know them? So first of all, to become a soulful seller, you got to know who your audience is. You have to know the buyer cycle like the back of your hand. If you don't know what a buyer cycle is, you can Google it, or you probably want to join the membership, because I gave all of that information away today inside of my soulful selling class, right? Another thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you are connecting with your audience on an emotional level. Don't be that dirty car salesman person just telling people to buy your stuff because you created it. Build a connection with people. When you can build a connection with people, they are more likely to buy from you, right? We talked about the law of reciprocity, right? Whenever you provide value, right? It's a universal law. Whenever you provide value, you are going to automatically receive something in return, because that's the way that it works. Okay. You show up and you provide so much value, people will feel obligated to give you something in return, hence buy the thing that you're selling. You understand? But you got to build that connection first. So again, to be a soulful seller, you want to sell from the soul, not from the surface, because people are not buying your services or your products because it's a service or product. They're not buying it because of what it is that you're selling. They're buying into the solution behind what you're selling. What is this thing going to do for me? What is it going to give me in return, right? So that's why they're buying it. They're buying it for the solution, not because it's cute or it's pretty or because you dope. As dope as I am, right? And my people, they tell me I'm dope, so I can say that, right? So as dope as I am, you don't buy into me. Sometimes you buy into me because what you probably do is you can see the possibility for yourself, right? Because that's my sole purpose. This is why God put me here, so that women who look like me, right? My Black, brown women who look like me can see this is possible for me, right? So sometimes people buy because they can see the possibility for themselves, but most times you're buying based on the solution that you're getting from me. You understand? How am I solving your problem? What is the solution? Okay. So that's what people are buying into. So don't get that twisted. Okay. People aren't buying your cute little website and your cute little packaging and all of that. People are buying the solution. The last time I brought something is because it was a solution to a pain that I had. Okay. All right. So now that you understand about how to be more of a soulful seller, let's talk about your offer. Okay. What does your offer look like? What are you selling people? Can we just start there? You just can't show up and just try to sell people any old thing, especially if it's not something that they need. Your offer needs to be tied back to the pain that your audience is having. What type of pain does your audience have? Do you even know what the pain is? How are you selling something and you don't even know what the pain is that somebody is going through, right? This reminds me of the people that inbox me in my messenger telling me that they can help me make my first 10K. I already did that. Make my, become a 6-figure entrepreneur. I'm already that. Know who it is that you're selling to before you try to position and sell to them. Know your audience and know your audience well. Okay. Your offers need to be no-brainer offers. So they need to be something that makes so much sense that it would be crazy for people not to buy it. I create these type of offers all the time. You know how I create them? Because I know my audience and because I listen to my audience. Okay. There's this thing that's called social listening. Social listening means that you got your ear to these internet streets and you are listening based on the comments that people are putting inside of your groups. If you're somebody and you're in other people's groups, watch the post, right? If somebody posts something in their group and you're like, that kind of makes sense for my group too. I'd love to see the answers or what comes back. Read to see what people are saying. What is it that they're saying? Just don't be here showing up on social media just to post. You got to be conscious and aware of what is happening in these online streets, right? So you got to social listen with your eyes and sometimes your ears, but you got to pay attention to what's going on. What are people saying in your group? What are they saying that they want? A great example of this is when people come into your group. We talked about being the gatekeeper and not just letting any and everybody in your house. You have those questions that you ask. Ask strategic questions, right? How long have you been in business? If that's important for you to know, right? What would you like to learn here in the group? Okay. Like ask them, what is it that you do? What is your job title? If that's important, right? What is your favorite product? If that's important to you? What's important for you to know? Get that information when they come into your group. You can pile a list of these things, okay? In my Canva group that has about 6,500 people in there, whenever you get into my group, you have to ask, whenever you request to come in the group, you have to answer these questions. And I'm asking them, what is it that you want to learn? Do you already use Canva? Okay, so that lets me know, are you a new user or are you currently a user? And what would you like to learn? I have a whole list of things that I can do in there based on what people told me that they want to learn. You get where I'm going? So you want to make sure that you are giving people what they want, and you want to create no-brainer offers around the things that people want and what they ask for. Okay, so your offer has to be a no-brainer, something that people don't even have to think about. You want your offer to be so good and on point that people ask you, can I please get the link to buy? Throw in their credit cards at you. I got my credit card ready. You want your offer to be that good, okay? Another thing is inside of that no-brainer offer, it needs to solve a problem, right? Long gone of the days of just creating stuff just to make money. You have to make sure that whatever you're selling has value. Now, if you're somebody and you sell high ticket, or if you sell medium ticket, or even if you sell low ticket, you want to make sure that the products that you sell or the services that you offer have value, and you want people to be able to see the value that they have. Okay. So it has to solve a problem, a pain point. People buy based off of two things. I'm not even going to say the words. The ladies that are inside of my Savvy Simple Marketing Society, Savvies, go ahead and post in there. What are 2 reasons why people buy? Let's let the people know. 2 reasons why people buy. There's only 2 reasons, okay? And I'm going to let them answer that question for me. 2 reasons why people buy. There's only 2. You got to know those 2 things, all right? Another thing is you want to make sure that you are pricing your services and your products according to your audience. I see this happen all the time, and I'm even guilty of this. Thank you so much, Leslie. Thank you so much, Sonia. Pain point. Listen, you got to price your audience. You got to price your products and your services according to your audience. There's another thing that I find is that a lot of people don't know out here in these internet streets. A lot of service providers, entrepreneurs, coaches have no idea that they have more than one target audience. Do you know that? If you find yourself talking to a whole bunch of people, if you help people that are starting businesses, but then you also help people that are looking to kind of grow their business, and then you help people that are looking to scale their business, those are 3 different areas, my friend. You talking to 3 different audiences, because people that are looking to start their business, they're just really looking for information like, how do I get started? What are the things I need to get started? That's a whole different message than you're going to give to somebody that's looking to scale their business, right? So even though you may help people to start, scale, and grow their businesses, you may have 3 different audiences. That means you need to make sure that you're speaking to all 3 of those audiences. I see so many, like time and time again, that you're offering your services and your products and you're talking to all 3 of these audiences at one time. People are completely confused. If I'm looking to scale my business and you teaching me how to start a business, you're going to lose me because I already have a business. I'm looking to scale now. I'm not looking to start. You get where I'm going? So you got to make sure that you position your products and your services according to the people that you are looking to, that you're selling them to. Okay. So back to the pricing for your products, you have to make sure that you're priced accordingly, right? So what does that mean? If your audience is stay-at-home moms, right? The husband works, the mom stays home, she's keeping the kids, but she wants to start a side hustle. She has a limited budget of what she can spend. The husband gives her money to shop for the house and do all of that stuff, but that's it. She doesn't have any other money to spend, right? You may not want to just sell her into like a $20,000 program, right? If you're working with a single mom of 2 kids and she's working 2 jobs and she's really trying to start her business from off the ground, and she is looking to learn more about how to start a business or create a digital product or whatever it is that she wants to do, and she is already struggling and strapped for cash, you may not trying to sell her into your $50,000 mastermind group, right? This lady may do better with your digital product where she can buy it for $47, $97, and then be able to learn something. She can learn something and then she can move on from there, right? However, if your audience is 6 and 7 figure earners, right? And these ladies are already in business, they've been in business already, they're already successful, they're already doing well. And these ladies are really looking to maybe scale, they're looking to build out an actual team that can continue to support them so that they can scale and grow, right? Then maybe those are the ladies that you invite into your $50,000 mastermind group, right? Those ladies are not really going to want the ebook to tell them how, the steps and all of that stuff to tell them how to do it. They need to go into some type of mastermind group or program and maybe one-on-one coaching that's more at a higher tier. So understand who you're pricing your services and your products for. That is so very important. Don't outprice your audience and don't undersell your audience too, because this is a thing too. If you're selling something and it's underpriced, and people that see the value or they're used to paying a certain amount for a product, and you come in and you try to sell them, let's say your product should be valued at $5,000, your service, but you sell it instead for $1,500. People are gonna, think like, well, like, why is she selling this for 15? What's wrong with it? First of all, like, why is she selling it for 15? Why is she selling all of this for $1,500, right? I've done this actually. I've gotten on the phone with somebody to help me with this particular thing. They priced at maybe I think it was like $29.97 or something like that. And then I had another consultation with somebody else and her thing was like $5,700. I went with the one that was $5,700. Why? Because it was priced right, right? It was priced right. It just made sense. All the other things this young lady was trying to give me for $297 just didn't make sense. I logically could not process it. Do you understand? So you want to make sure that you're pricing your audience the right way. And you don't want to undercut yourself either, right? So pricing is a really important thing. Okay. Now, when you're selling mini offers, which is something that I teach inside of my membership, mini offer is a low cost offer that you can use. It's like a low cost lead magnet that has tons of value in it, but it's just low cost, right? Anywhere from $17 to $47. If you're selling something like that, you can use that to lead to your higher end offers, okay? So what this can do is this can help people to say, okay, well, wow, she provided a whole bunch of value in this $47 thing. Wow. So when you go and then you use that and then you use that to bring them to inside of your funnel, and then you invite them to other things, right? You scale them up to your other offers until you get them to that highest point. that's another great way to bring people in to your actual funnel. You don't have to use a free lead magnet all the time. You can use a $47 type digital product or something like that to do that, which I call a mini offer. Okay. So if you're going to be doing something like a mini offer, you don't always have to sell it like $27, $17, right? If it's valuable, right, and you're selling and you know your audience is not somebody that can really, and even if your audience can pay $5,000, right? Some people right now with the climate and the day and age is like, I don't know, like they're not convinced yet. They still need some proof. They still need something. So doing that low cost will definitely be able to help them. But if you know your audience is kind of like, cannot afford that high end, maybe that's just where your audience is right now, then you can still price your products accordingly, right? So if you know that, okay, maybe $37 is where your audience is, price your products at $47. Price it so that you're helping people to stretch a little bit, because we want people to see the value. We want them to see that we have the solution. We want it to be a no-brainer, but we also want to stretch them. We don't want them to be so comfortable in that $27, $37, $37 price range, right? Everybody's doing that. Stretch them a little bit if you can, right? Stretch them a little bit. And if your audience can only do $10 or $17, and stretch them to $27 to $30, right? Just stretch them a little bit when it comes to that, okay? So make sure that you're pricing accordingly. All right. So how are you feeling so far about the content, about what I'm delivering here? We're already at 11:35. So I'm going to spend just a few more minutes and I'm going to go through some strategies, but I want to make sure that you understand what I have already shared here with you today. Okay. So if you get what I'm putting down, say yes in the chat, let me know. I love engagement. This is a two-way conversation. This is not just me. I'm just not a talking head. We are here in this room together. So let me know if you understand what it is that I'm saying. Okay. Feeling great. Understand. Great. Yes. Love it. Awesome. Okay. Good. Great. Okay, good. So now that I understand that, now that I know that you understand where I'm going with this, let's talk about some different strategies that you can use so that you can sell your offers inside of your group. Okay. So the very first strategy that I'm going to share with you should not be a surprise to many of you. And that is the 5-day challenge. Challenges work perfect for groups because they help you to attract your ideal clients, right? They help to fill your group with people who need that solution that your 5-day challenge is going to solve. So that's a great way to get new people in your group. But it's also a great way to build that know, like, and trust, right? To build that relationship with your audience because you're spending 5 days providing them with value. Right? And then at the end of that 5 days, you can then position your offer. Okay. And what you want to do, the trick, now there's a trick to the 5-day challenges. You have to make sure that your mini offer it doesn't have to be even a mini offer, right? I've seen people do 5-day challenges and get people into programs, right? $19.97, $297, $5,000. So you can use your 5-day challenge for whatever purpose you want to use it to sell the thing at the end, right? But you have to make sure that whatever the offer is, right, that it has something to do with the 5-day challenge. You don't want to sell something that is just way off left field, like, whoa, where did that come from, right? You want to make sure that it's relevant to what you've taught over the last over 5 days. And then you want to make sure that it is something that is easy for them to step into. It's an easy yes. They would be crazy not to do this. I'm going to give you an example of how I do this with my 5-day challenges. Over 5 days, I provide value, right? And then I provide value to solve a problem. For instance, this 5-day challenge is solving a problem for all of you that need and want to learn how to grow and monetize your Facebook groups and to get more engagement, right? Tomorrow, I'm going to present you with an offer, right? So today I'm providing, all the 5 days I've provided you with all the information. Tomorrow, I'm going to present you with a no-brainer offer, right? It's going to be something that's so easy, like, yeah, this is everything that I need to make this happen. Why wouldn't I do this, right? And that's what you want. You want it so that it's easy for someone to step into the thing that you're selling. Do you understand? Okay, so 5-day challenges work really well. So I would say definitely give them a try. Okay, and inside of my Savvy Simple Marketing Society, there is a course on 5-day 5-figure challenges. So I teach you how I do 5-day challenges and how you can make 5 figures from doing that. And I do that from using a $47 product, right? And so that's something that you can do as well. Okay. Another thing that works really well is live events, right? I host live events for my planner course, for my planner class. So I host a 3-day event. It's not like really a challenge. It's more like me showing up, providing information on how you can create and build your own planner. I do that over 3 days. At the end, I make an offer, which is my planner course. And then people get to join the planner course, right? It's a 6-week course and they learn how to build and sell their own planner. Okay, so that is some type of event you could do. In some type of event, you could do a 2-day event, a 1-day event, whatever it is that you want to do. Another way that this works really well is that you can do a mini offer. A mini offer is again a low cost offer. So you can position a mini offer to your group as long as it's something that is going to help them, if it covers their pain point, right? If it's something that's going to help them to get away from the pain that they're in. And when I say pain, I don't mean like body pain. I mean like physical, like not physical, but like the pain that their business is putting them in, right? So for instance, my target audience, the pain that they're in is they're not attracting their ideal client. They don't have an audience. They don't have an email list. They're not selling anything. They're not making any money, or if they are, they're not making what they want to make, right? And so those are all pains, right? They're not making a return on their business. Those are all pains for my audience, right? And so in return, my offers are things to help them to get out of pain. I teach them how to attract their ideal clients, how to fill their Facebook groups with their dream clients, how to create and build digital products and mini offers that, to get people to buy so that they can make money and that they are profitable in their business, right? So those are the pleasures that they get from purchasing my product, right, or service. Okay, so mini offers work really well because with a mini offer, again, something that's low cost, people are taking a chance on those mini offers. Think about it. How many of these mini offers that you've seen in your Facebook newsfeed from Facebook ads that have you purchased? Let's be honest. How many have you purchased, right? If they're either on Instagram, Facebook or Instagram. I purchased quite a few because it is a low cost offer. So it doesn't really require that much of a, what am I trying to say? That much of a, it escapes me, but you can put it in the chat. I know you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't require that much of a jump or a stretch, right? Or I can't think of the word, but you get what I'm saying, right? So it doesn't require that much. So it's a right, commitment. Thank you. It doesn't require that much, right? So if you buy something for $47 and it's like, yeah, it was just $47, right? But we don't want to create bull crap products. We want to create products that people actually want. And not only that, we want to make our mini offer so amazing that people was like, what? This is $47? I feel like I stole this from her. This should have easily been $470, not $47, right? So you want to make sure that your offers are like that. Investment. Thank you, Teresa. That's what I was going for. Okay. Risk. That's another one. Thank you. Okay. All right. So the mini offer, I'm the queen of the mini offers. That's another course that I have inside of my Savvy Simple Marketing Society. If you want to learn more about how to create these mini offers or do these 5-day challenges inside of your Facebook group, then you definitely want to make sure that you join us over in the society. Okay. Another thing that you can do is you can simply just post. You can just post. I did this just over the weekend. I did it last Saturday. I posted in my group an offer. It is a build your own workbook. My group has been asking me. I posted about this workbook that I created, and I asked them would they like it, and they had like over 200 people that said, yeah, I want that. I want a copy of that. So I created an offer for that same thing that I created. I put it in a group, and several people brought it. All right. So I have many sales from something that I created one time from one post that I put inside of my Facebook group. I also put it on my personal page and my business page, but I did make sales from it, right? And I was very happy about the sales that I made. So you can just do a regular post and sell, Okay. Another thing is you can do live demonstrations. I love doing these. So whenever I have this strategy, and you may have picked up on it, right? Inside of my Canva group, whenever I create something, right? So if I have like this Facebook workshop that I do, and I have this workbook that I created. So if I'm ever updating anything, or if it's a template that I created, or maybe a new sales page or landing page or something like that, then, and I want to sell it, what I do is I go inside of my group and I say, hey, check out this thing that I created. What do you guys think about this, right? Isn't this cool? I added this new feature and this, or either if I'm showing my group a new feature or a new function or some type of tech tip tool or whatever, I add in something that I want to sell. And then what happens is they see the live demonstration of, oh my God, that is amazing. What is, you sell that? What is that? Can I have that? Sure, you can have that. And then that's a great way to make sales as well. So you've probably seen me do that for those of you that follow me. And it works really well because people will say, can I buy that? What is that? That's a great way for you to be able to position some other things that you sell or do to people so that they can then ask you to buy it. You see how that reverse psychology thing works there? All right. All right. So we are at the top of our time here. Does this make sense to any of you? Right. One question that I get is, how much should I sell? How much should I market? How much should I promote? Now, there's this thing online that says that you should, let me see if I can get the numbers right. I think you should be marketing 60% of the time. Is it 60, 40, 20? Is that the rule? Marketing 60% of the time, doing something another 20% of the time, and then selling 20% of the time or something like that, right? There's a rule. You got to look for it. But I don't really go by rules, right? I'm kind of like a rebel. So I don't like to be put in a box. Don't put me in a box. I don't want to be in a box. And so I create my own rules. And with that, I feel my way. I feel my audience, right? I'm not shoving things down their throat for them to buy, but I'm testing to see where they are, okay? And then I'm positioning them with the things that they need, and I'm selling those things. So no, you don't have to be selling every single day unless you want to. If that is your business model, then sell it every day. Put something in your group every day. You can put you can go live and share information teaching, right? Or you can share an inspirational post. You can share something else, and you can share a post about selling. You could sell something, right? If you want to, right? But I say that you have to test and try these things out for yourself, okay? Don't put yourself in a little box based on what somebody else says is the rules or what this thing is. That may not work for your audience, okay? So what works for my audience may not work for your audience. When it comes to how often you should sell, that really just depends on you. But when it comes to how much you should market, you should be marketing every day. Every stinking day. You want to be marketing every day in your group, okay? And marketing means that you are promoting, right? You are sharing information. You are educating people. Okay, so that's marketing. You're showing up and you're introducing people to you and what it is that you have to offer. And you should be doing that every single day. So when it is time for you to sell, it's an easy process. Okay. Is it marketing selling? That's a great question. Marketing and selling go together, right? So I think a lot of people say that marketing is selling. Selling is a part of marketing. So how I like to think about marketing is my introduction, an introduction of me and what I have to offer, right? So it's kind of like me coming into the room and saying, hello, how are you? My name is Lakeisha Sarba, right? And then this is what I do. This is who I help. And this is how I help them. And so I provide you with information, right? And I am teaching you all of these different things. I'm providing value. I'm educating you on things that you may not have known that can help you, right? Because what happens is sometimes you're going to have, and I shouldn't be giving this away because it's inside of my membership, but there are 3 different types of people that you're going to run into in your audience, in your Facebook group. You're going to run into people who know that they have a problem and they know that there's a solution and they want it. They're looking for it. Then you have people that kind of know they have a problem, but they are not even aware that there's a solution. Then you have people that are just plain, like they just don't know. They just are oblivious. They have no idea that they have this problem and they don't know that there's a solution, right? So you have to make sure that you're creating content for each and every one of those types of people in your audience. Okay. So when it comes to marketing, you are really showing up to introduce, you're showing up to promote yourself and the things that you sell and your services. And then once you market, you're marketing and promoting the things that you sell, your services, then you're bridging that with the sell, because then you're making the offer and then you're selling. Marketing is more of promoting and introducing, right? The selling is then presenting your offer, and then I'm straight up selling. Okay. Me, right, telling you, hey, I have this amazing I have this amazing membership. It's called Savvy Simple Marketing Society. It was designed for women entrepreneurs who are ready to show up and market their businesses online so that they can finally get in front of their ideal clients and start making money in their business. The membership is $97 a month. You can join at any time. You can end your membership at any time. The membership is designed so that there are courses inside of the membership. The courses, you can get to go through each and every course. These are full courses inside of the membership. Not only do you get courses, but you also get coaching from me. You get group coaching, you get implementation time, because I believe that whenever you're learning something new, you have to have time to integrate it, meaning let it go through your system. And then there needs to be a time for you to be able to do the actual thing that you learned. So we have implementation time. I also do other one-off trainings like soulful selling that I did today, and some other things, right? This is going to help you so that you can get in front of your target audience faster and start making money in your business. Aren't you tired of not making money in your business? Aren't you tired of not attracting the people who need and want what you have to offer? If you are ready to start making money and you are ready to start calling in your dream clients, I invite you to come and join me in my group. It is called Savvy Simple Marketing Society. Again, the membership is $97 a month. That's a sell. I'm selling you. I'm telling you that I want you to come and I want you to join my group. That's selling. Everything else that I do and that I've done here over these last 3 days is marketing. I'm educating you on something that you did not know, and that's me marketing myself and the services that I offer. Does that make sense, Karen? I follow all your group. I believe you are amazing and helping us to understand that all goals are reached. Exactly. Thanks. You're welcome. Thank you so much for saying that. All right. So that's it. All right. So again, this was today. Today you learned how to monetize your group. So now what I want you to do, I hope you took notes. If you didn't, watch the replay, because these things come down. They don't stay up. Watch the replay so that you can take notes and you can learn and you can take action on the things that you learned here today, okay? So if you are not inside of my free group, so I have 2 groups, right? I have a free group that you can just join me. It's called Savvy Simple Marketing Society. That's not my membership though. That's just the free group where you can join me. I go live, I do trainings and teachings like this. You can come and join me in there and get educated on things that you don't know about marketing, how to market your business online. We're also having discussions around this. I'm asking questions inside of the group that I'm not asking on my personal page or my business page. So make sure that you come into the group. If you search for in Facebook, Savvy Simple Marketing Society, that's my group. You can then join me in there with the other ladies that are joining, that are here along on the challenge, okay? And then that way you can ask me other questions and I'm more than happy to answer them. All right. But that's it. So now you've learned how to monetize your group. So now you go back and you do the thing. Okay. The thing about learning things is that you have to implement what you learn. Do you understand? There's some time that you have to learn and you have to let the information absorb so that you can understand it. Ask questions if you don't fully understand. And then you go back and you implement what you learned. That's the only way that you're going to see results. You're not going to be able to get results if all you do is sit and watch my videos. You got to take action. Okay. So for those of you that are going to take action, I want to know, who are you? Put action in the chat. Put action, just the word action in the chat, so I know that you are going to take action on this. Okay. Because this is good stuff. Okay. These are things that my members, my group members are paying me to teach them, and I'm giving it to you. This is valuable. Take it and get results from it. Okay. Take action. Yes. Action, 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 action. Definitely. All right. So thank you so much for joining me here. I will be on a plane tomorrow, heading to New York in the morning. But as soon as I land in New York, we are going to continue. Tomorrow is our last day. I am going to teach you what you need to do so that you can implement everything that we went through over the last 4 days. We're going to talk. I'm going to teach you I'm going to show you or give you a plan, rather, a plan of action so that you can then move forward with everything that you learned. I'm also going to present you with an offer, and that offer is going to be something that many of you will probably want to take me up on. Okay. So make sure that you join me back here tomorrow, again, at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My setting will be different. I will be in an airport, but that doesn't stop anything. We are going to continue to make this party move. Okay. So make sure that you meet me back here and be ready to create your action plan. What I think I'm going to do is send you a planner. So it's something that I'm going to cover and go over tomorrow that's going to help you so that you can make sure that you're taking action when you're looking to grow, monetize, and get more engagement in your group. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me here. Ciao for now.